Right now, the safer at home order shot down by the state Supreme Court. Reaction from the governor, Republicans, and other groups, plus what it means for you. Straight ahead.
This is News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for joining us tonight. The state Supreme Court has ruled in favor of the Republican-controlled legislature, putting an end to the statewide safer at home order effective immediately.
In a 4-3 ruling, the court determined the Evers administration overstepped its authority by extending the order until May 26th. We have team coverage on this ruling. Melissa Kim is in our News 3 Now studio, and Adam Duxter in Rock County tonight.
Let's start with Melissa, who is hearing from the governor and other local lawmakers. Melissa?
Well, Eric, Governor Tony Evers tonight laying the blame for anything that happens from here on out in terms of increases in COVID-19 cases in Wisconsin at the feet of the Republican-led legislature, which brought the lawsuit before the state Supreme Court challenging his safer at home order.
In this one fell swoop, 4 judges who didn't really care about what the statutes talk about have thrown our state into chaos, leaving it open. We're going to have more cases. We're going to have more deaths. And it's a sad occasion for the state. I can't tell you how disappointed.
The governor first enacted Safer at Home back on March 25th, extended it last month until May 26th. In recent weeks, and even as recent as Monday, relaxed some parts of it. Now, while the statewide order has been invalidated, many counties and municipalities are creating their own orders. Dane County leaders say they are essentially adopting the Safer at Home gating criteria just on a county level.
Here in Madison, we believe in science, and we will be guided by data. We will reopen, but we will do that in a phased way that protects public health while restarting our economy.
Pretending this virus doesn't exist doesn't make it go away. They have opened up the door without a plan, throwing the state into chaos that mimics what we've been seeing on the federal level.
And over in the city of Milwaukee, the reaction was much the same. Mayor Tom Barrett saying the city's stay-at-home order remains in place, meaning bars and restaurants there must stay closed except for takeout and delivery.
We're also hearing from the Republican leaders in the legislature tonight. In a joint statement, Speaker Robin Vos and Senator Scott Fitzgerald say Republicans believe business owners can safely reopen using the guidelines provided by the Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation. Wisconsin now joins multiple states that don't have extensive stay-at-home orders, but can continue to follow good practices of social distancing, hand washing, hand sanitizer usage, and telecommuting. This order does not promote people to act in a way that they believe endangers their health.
Dane County's decision does put restrictions on bars and restaurants who were cleared to open after the Supreme Court decision. Adam Duxter joins us now for what's next for those businesses moving forward. Adam?
Well, Eric, despite Dane County putting some restrictions on restaurants and bars, other counties have no restrictions at this time, which means bars can open as early as tonight. Still, some that I talked to today say that doesn't mean they necessarily will. The state Supreme Court's decision to overturn Governor Evers' Safer at Home order means that all Wisconsin bars, restaurants, and supper clubs can open as soon as they'd like to.
We were not surprised by it. We thought all along that we were in the right, and we had, it was the governor's decision was wrong to close us down with the extended stay-at-home order.
Tavern League President Chris Mariscano says he's been working with bars and restaurants across the state about the best plans for reopening for weeks now.
And of course, we're going to follow the guidelines of the WDC guidelines to make sure that our customers are safe, our employees are safe, and that we do it responsibly.
For some local restaurants, the decision comes with mixed emotions.
I was very excited. I thought, awesome. And then it kind of set in the reality of what we have to do to get open.
Kerry Knutson of Newt's Bar and Grill in Orfordville says there's still a number of things he needs to do before he'd feel comfortable to open again, like restock on supplies and adjust his menu to reflect food shortages in certain areas. He says most importantly, it's about safety.
Well, we want to keep our staff and our awesome customers safe. We want to do it according to the health department regulations, what they would set forth. So when people come in here, we want them to feel safe, that they can come in here and have a great meal, but be safe doing it.
Now, it's not clear if Rock County is going to adopt some sort of countywide policy like Dane County already has. Knutson says in the meantime, he's just going to sit it out and wait until he has the best plan in place.
All right, Adam, thank you. There's still a lot of unknowns surrounding this Supreme Court ruling, so as the story continues to develop, be sure to stay with News 3 Now and Channel3000.com for the very latest updates and information.
The percentage of new COVID-19 tests that came back positive has risen a bit. After a 2-day downfall, the number of positive tests rose to 6.3% today. Even though there was an increase, the Wisconsin Department of Health Services said the state is still seeing a 14-day downward trend. To date, there have been more than 11,000 confirmed coronavirus cases in Wisconsin. 52% have recovered. 421 people have died from complications due to COVID-19. New today, DHS is now releasing a list of nursing homes that have active COVID-19 cases. As of this afternoon, there are 38 throughout the state. 5 are in Rock County and 1 each in Dane, Grant, and Sauk counties. We have additional information on this on Channel3000.com.
All right, let's get a look at our first warn forecast now. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary.
Well, we had a nice day today with some sunshine to start out, and then the clouds came in late this afternoon. The rain held off until about sunset. You can see on the time lapse from the WIC Skycam, the clouds thickening up this afternoon. This is looking out toward the west, and by evening, those clouds were pretty overcast, and some showers have been occurring, even some thunderstorms. Most of the thunderstorms have been down near the Illinois state line or across northern Illinois, but most of the showers are from Madison southward. The first batch is moving through, but we could see another batch later on tonight into early tomorrow morning. Low temperatures this morning were pretty chilly. Here in Madison, we actually dropped to 31, although it was a quick drop, and widespread frost is more likely to have occurred last night in areas north of Madison. Southwestern Wisconsin stayed in the upper 30s. High temperatures today, though, rose right into the mid to upper 60s across much of the southern portion of the state, with the rain cooling the air. Now, most areas seeing temperatures in the low to mid 50s. That rain could end up accumulating about 1 inch to 1.5 inches in some spots south of Madison over the next 24 hours. Areas north of Madison probably seeing less in the way of rain. Showers and some thunderstorms a possibility overnight into tomorrow morning. The overnight low dropping to around 54, and the high temperature tomorrow about 72, but 80s are still in the forecast for next week. I'll have more details in a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. New tonight, the Department of Natural Resources opening 8 state shooting ranges tomorrow. Here's a list. Most in northern Wisconsin, the closest being in Waukesha and Lafayette counties. DNR says shooters will have to maintain social distancing and observe capacity limits at some locations. All visitors are encouraged to wear face masks and gloves and asked to bring hand sanitizer. Rallies and protests are continuing around the country. This is video today from Doylestown, Pennsylvania, where demonstrators are demanding businesses be allowed to reopen. The governor there, Tom Wolf, has recently extended the state's stay-at-home order until June 4th.
Memorial of white roses was placed outside of the Capitol in Washington, D.C. today to remember all of those in the U.S. who have died from coronavirus. The group Move On placed the roses on a stage along with a screen that played President Trump's previous comments about the virus. Well, even as more states move to reopen, coronavirus cases are rising in about half of the country. Nearly 84,000 people have died from COVID-19 in the states, and confirmed cases across the nation are approaching 1.4 million. Michael George reports.
Teresa Francisco retired in January after 38 years as a nurse at Mount Sinai Hospital's cardiac unit. But in late March, she became a COVID-19 patient at the New York-based hospital. After more than a month close to the brink, Francisco's story became one of survival.
I'm more than excited to go home and sleep in my bed.
And in a new and growing concern, at least 180 children in the U.S. have been hospitalized with a mysterious illness, pediatric multisystem inflammatory syndrome.
I need you to be vigilant to protect your children, all our children.
At least 17 states and the District of Columbia are now reporting cases of the syndrome, which is similar to Kawasaki disease and believed to be related to COVID-19. Symptoms include fever, rash, abdominal pain, and vomiting. As the coronavirus continues its path of destruction, social distancing rules are being eased in most states.
It's better to do it safe than, have to put restrictions back on.
Los Angeles County beaches reopened Wednesday with restrictions, including no sunbathing. Iowa's governor is allowing gyms, restaurants, salons, and barbershops to reopen statewide Friday with limited capacity.
I have full confidence in Iowans, and I have full confidence in our businesses to do the right thing.
Late Wednesday, Wisconsin's state Supreme Court struck down the governor's stay-at-home order. But Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker warned against moving too quickly.
This pandemic is not over.
More than 3,700 have died in Illinois, with the majority of coronavirus cases in and around Chicago. Michael George, CBS News.
In New York City, a silver lining to the stay-at-home orders. No pedestrians have died in traffic-related incidents in nearly 2 months now. As of yesterday, the Transportation Commissioner says the city went 58 days without such a death. That streak the longest since the city started recording in 1983 the various modes of fatalities. At a press conference today, Mayor Bill de Blasio announced the city will add 12 more miles of open streets for pedestrians tomorrow. So far, the city has added 9 miles. Budget challenges in Michigan leading the state to temporarily lay off more than 31,000 workers. State leaders say the step will result in $80 million in decreased wages. Starting Sunday, impacted state employees will take 1 layoff day a week through July 25th. The layoffs do not affect those working on the front lines. That includes law enforcement, the prison system, and other key health and human services.
Overseas, Russia now has the second most cases of coronavirus behind the U.S. Today, Russia recorded more than 10,000 new cases for the 11th day in a row. That brings the total number of cases to more than 242,000. The country has reported more than 2,000 deaths since the beginning of this pandemic. Other parts of the world are gearing up for a potential second wave of the virus. Wuhan, China is back on alert. In the next 10 days, China's coronavirus epicenter is testing its entire population of 11 million. Wuhan reported 6 new positive cases of the virus over the weekend, the first since the city celebrated the lifting of its 76-day lockdown in April. In South Korea, the city of Seoul has ordered more than 2,000 clubs and bars closed after a new cluster of positive cases. Italian churches have been preparing for the long-awaited reopening of masses to the public next Monday. They have been closed across the country since the beginning of March. 2 months later, the Italian government is gradually allowing the reopening of bars, sports centers, and also masses. Churches are undergoing a deep cleaning, even getting the military involved. They were helping disinfect churches today in Rome. In fact, during the masses, there will be person limits as well as social distancing guidelines.
Europe is hoping to lure travelers this summer. German Chancellor Angela Merkel says the goal is to end border controls by June 15th if the outbreak is under control. The region, a tourist hotspot, but it's been effectively closed since the pandemic started. Europe accounts for 50% of the global tourism market in terms of visitors. And there were more flyovers today as the U.S. military continues to salute frontline workers. Planes flew over in parts of California, Florida, Minnesota, and Texas today. The highlight, the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds were over the skies of both San Antonio and Austin, Texas. Still to come tonight, Gary will return with a look at his full forecast for the rest of the work week.
Plus, another summertime favorite in Madison has been called off this year. We'll have that story next.
A new moment in wireless has begun. T-Mobile and Sprint are joining forces. By bringing together our two networks, T-Mobile will build America's largest and most reliable 5G network with more towers, more engineers, and more coverage. You'll get the best 5G network and the best prices. Welcome to T-Mobile, America's largest 5G network.
This is our home. We've never seen it look quite like this.
But there's no mistaking it.
And it's our job to protect it.
Because the best people to fight for our communities
are those within them.
So if you've just bought a Volkswagen or were thinking of buying sometime soon, we're here to help with the community-driven promise.
Shop the largest selection of quality furniture and mattresses from the comfort of your home on Steinhoffels.com. Right now, Steinhoffels will ship your purchase free to your curb, driveway, or garage. Start shopping right now with a name you can trust. Steinhoffels.com.
We're back.
We got our to-go food.
Oh, good. What a treat after a long week and no cleanup.
When you can't dine in, then get it to go and support our restaurants during Madison Magazine's Restaurant Week to Go. 2 weeks of fabulous to-go menus you'll love. Visit madisonmagazine.com for details and menus. Restaurant Week to Go, presented by Kesnick's. Food service design, equipment, and supplies.
I guess there is still cleanup to do.
The law offices of Gingras, Thompson, and Walks are here to support our community through this challenging time. We thank everyone bringing invaluable services to our neighbors. The Gingras, Thompson, and Walks team remains available to assist in any way.
No one goes all in on made-from-scratch freshness like Papa Murphy's. Because when you go all in, people notice. This game day, go all in with the new Triple Pep for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
You're going to be waking up to some much warmer temperatures on Thursday. Hattie will have the details in her first warm forecast.
And we'll tell you whether 2 months of staying at home has made Madison's lakes healthier.
We'll see you from 4:30 to 7.
It's the first ever Coaches vs. Cancer Wisconsin virtual gala, Wednesday, May 20th at 7 p.m. An auction, an inspiring program, all from the comfort and safety of home. Register now at coachesversuscancerwisconsin.org.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. Today was the first day of training on the racetrack for horses at Churchill Downs. About 500 horses returned to the Louisville track since the stable area opened on Monday. Another 200 are expected to arrive today. Racing there will resume on Saturday. The first races will be held without spectators, with only trainers and other necessary personnel at the track. Another Madison summertime favorite has been canceled this year. The annual Dane County Fair will no longer happen. The Fair Association made that announcement this afternoon. It was originally scheduled for July 16th to the 19th. The press release said any youth exhibitors who will be aging out of participation this year and are enrolled in a 2020 project can participate in next year's fair within the same project areas.
In California, the Hollywood Bowl is canceling its entire 2020 season. The famed amphitheater seats more than 17,000 people and hosts more than 100 concerts each summer. This is the first time in 98 years the venue has canceled an entire season. There is some good news. The Beer Garden at Old Brick Park is opening tomorrow for carry-out orders. It will offer an expanded beer and beer box food menu so customers can enjoy the Beer Garden at home. And here is something that should put a smile on many faces. McDonald's is throwing in extra fries if you make a purchase on Fridays. It's free fries on Friday deal will run through June 28th. To get the free treat, you have to make at least a $1 purchase through the McDonald's app.
And there's something Gary Canalti would greatly appreciate. He's a McDonald's former hamburger.
Worked there for 11 years. You'd be surprised the number of nights I came home smelling like French fries. So. But they are good. I'll admit that. Well, our weather was pretty nice today, too. We had sunshine for much of the day before the clouds came in. So the time lapse from the Quebe Radio Skycam in Platteville. You see those clouds thickening up in the afternoon, and by evening, those showers started to move through the Platteville area. And as we look at high-resolution Doppler radar right now, a large area of showers is basically south of the Wisconsin River through the Madison area and down into northern Illinois. You can see some flashes of lightning, mostly across parts of northern Illinois. But there may be some more showers and thunderstorms developing. In fact, some light showers just starting to pop up over here. We'll probably see another round of showers and thunderstorms late tonight into tomorrow morning, and then maybe another round perhaps by late tomorrow afternoon, mainly down toward the Illinois state line. Storm Prediction Center actually shows the potential for an isolated severe thunderstorm over northeastern Iowa later on tonight with that next batch that develops. And then during the day tomorrow, the severe weather threat mainly across northern Illinois, but a marginal risk of an isolated severe thunderstorm into far southern Wisconsin, again along and just north of the Wisconsin-Illinois state line. Hail, a slight chance. Same thing with high winds. Even an isolated tornado can't be ruled out, but a lot of it just depends on where the storms will develop. Tornadoes will be most likely where the storms initially develop. Should that be right along or just north of the Illinois state line, that would be a little bit higher threat for us. For the most part, they're going to stay across northern Illinois. As we look at three things you need to know in the forecast, that's the wrong graphic there. We'll just go right by that. No patchy frost in the forecast for tonight, and no alert day either, and that's because things are starting to warm up. These were the temperatures from last night. 31 in Madison. Much of northern and central Wisconsin had temperatures in the upper 20s and lower 30s. But look at the high temperatures. We went up about 30 to 35 degrees with high temperatures close to 70 in La Crosse and 66 here in Madison. On Weather Track, you can see these shower and thunderstorms developing in clusters as the jet stream starts to shift northward. Severe thunderstorms have been occurring through parts of Oklahoma and Texas tonight. But that's more of a, we're starting to see a late spring, early summertime pattern start to develop as the west turns a little cooler and the east starts to warm up as that jet stream starts to push northward with time. At the surface, there's a stationary front that starts to turn into a warm front, and this will come surging north over the next couple of days and start to warm up our temperatures big time, except for the days that we have more cloud cover. That will cool temperatures down a little bit. But right now, temperatures mainly in the 50s with some 40s up close to Lake Superior. As we look at Future Track, you can see the shower and thunderstorm chances overnight, and then maybe a few more developing along and just south of the Illinois state line late tomorrow afternoon. For tomorrow, some shower and thunderstorm chances, but it'll be milder with a high temperature of 72 degrees. On Future Track, you can see by morning another batch of showers and storms coming through, then maybe another batch by late afternoon or evening, perhaps across northern Illinois and not in southern Wisconsin. Then we clear out for tomorrow night with some patchy fog, and on Friday, look for sunshine and high temperatures in the lower 70s. Rainfall amounts, heaviest along and south of the Illinois state line, maybe an inch to an inch and a half there. North of Madison, less than a quarter of an inch. 7 to 10 day forecast. Those temperatures really warm up as we head into the middle of next week. 76 Tuesday and then 80s Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Upper 70s Saturday. Looks like that trend will continue into the Memorial Day weekend with some shower and thunderstorm chances as well.
I'll tell you, these are looking pretty good. It's nice to see all those 70s and 80s even on the forecast.
Yeah, you go from one extreme to the other, it seems.
Doesn't take long. Gary, thank you. Coming up next, Vince Beagle back home in Wisconsin preparing for his NFL season. Well, he says he's too old for mom and dad's chores. Zach joins us next. He's got sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
For over 40 years, Kitchen Idea Center has partnered with discerning contractors, designers, and architects, bringing their clients' vision to life, featuring Play-Doh woodwork cabinetry. Kitchen Idea Center, designing for you and your life.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand. Contact your Ford dealer, an essential part of your community, to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you. Find out more at Ford.com. Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 84 months, plus 3 months deferred payments on select 2019 Ford vehicles.
We here at Brothers Maine wanted to check in with everyone in the light of the COVID-19 epidemic. We're going to do everything we can here at our store to make sure everything's clean, disinfected, and ready for customers to come in and shop with us. Not only can we come to your house and set up the products as we normally would, but we're also going to be offering a free drop-off service in Dane and Rock County. There's nothing more important to our company than making sure that our employees and our customers are safe and healthy.
From our family to yours, we want to encourage you to keep going. Keep protecting what's most important. Keep hopeful in the face of all this. Keep believing. Keep being strong. Keep supporting the people on the front line. Keep staying together while staying apart. Keep being fearless. And most of all, keep dreaming. American Family Insurance is mailing our personal auto insurance customers a premium relief payment to help them keep going. We'll keep being here when you need us.
We asked real customers what they really love about Spectrum Internet and TV.
Spectrum Internet has the fastest speeds for everything I do.
There is no turning wheel. It's immediate.
Spectrum is the fastest. Bam.
Get the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance with Spectrum Internet, delivering starting speeds of 200 megabits. That's more than enough for all your devices for $44.99 a month. Call 833-906-4499.
I can't get over how much on-demand Spectrum has. I can literally watch a new movie every night.
I got all my shows, and he's got all his shows.
With the Spectrum TV app, I can watch live TV anywhere. It's perfect.
Add Spectrum TV and enjoy more free HD and more free on-demand. Plus, use the Spectrum TV app to watch live TV TV on the go, all from $44.99 a month. Call 833-906-4499.
The fact that they don't have contracts, that says a lot about their service.
Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each with no contracts. Install Spectrum services yourself. Get a self-installation kit shipped right to your home. Call 833-906-4499.
Searching for a new kitchen? Look no further than Kitchen Ideas Center, a trusted kitchen design center for over 40 years, featuring Play-Doh woodwork cabinetry. Kitchen Ideas Center, designing for you and your life.
Vince Beagle's entering his second season with the Miami Dolphins, but instead of training down in Florida, the former Badger is back home in Wisconsin, living with his parents. Now, he still is working on his craft, but instead of going one-on-one against professional offensive linemen, he's going one-on-one against his dad and brother. Now, since they're helping him, has he been returning the favor and working on the family Cranberry Marsh? I'll let Vince explain.
Let's not get it twisted here. I'm a professional football player now, and I am staying with my mom and dad, yes. And I'm actually living right back on the marsh. But my job is football, and I do work out in the mornings, and I do have actually virtual meetings all afternoons. We got all virtual meetings. But after that, if my dad needs help, I will help my dad on the marsh.
After 13 years in San Jose, Joe Pavelski signed a 3-year, $21 million deal with Dallas last summer, and his first year with the Stars is currently on hold. Pavelski got through 69 regular season games, but the former Badger hasn't played since the NHL paused the season. And since March, he's been back in Wisconsin training for the league's restart, one that Pavelski has a good feeling could be coming soon.
Do I think we're going to play again? You know, a month ago I would have said there's no way, but there's enough kind of momentum out there and conversations that are happening and people are trying to find ways that it does feel like we might play again. I still think it's somewhat of a long shot, but it's got that feeling in your stomach that, hey, this is going to happen, so you got to be ready.
And because we're all bored and miss sports, ESPN ranked the top 40 coaches under 40 in college basketball, and Wisconsin assistant Joe Krabbenhoff made the cut. The former Badger forward was 30th in the rankings. Minnesota's Richard Pitino was the only other Big Ten coach on the list, and he was at number 6. We're back after this.
Hi, I'm Travis Ganser. Looking to update your bath, shower, or your entire bathroom? Ganser is the answer with Bath Creations by Ganser Company.
Schedule your free in-home consultation or visit our beautiful showroom on the Beltline.
A local family-owned business of 4 generations.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand. Contact your Ford dealer, an essential part of your community, to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you. Find out more at Ford.com. Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 84 months, plus 3 months deferred payments on select 2019 Ford vehicles.
Since 1930, Grand Appliance and TV has been committed to providing our local communities with the products that have become essential to the way we live. Through thick and thin, we've remained steadfast in that commitment. We're open and making no-contact curbside delivery, as well as full in-home installations. Shop in-store or on grandappliance.com and get an extra 5% off most appliance purchases. We are Grand Appliance and TV. You know us, and you can count on us.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I?
Wow, is that really me?
Under eye bags and wrinkles are so frustrating. I came across Plexiderm and I was so excited. We have a model. All he's doing is taking a small amount. It's so powerful. That's all it takes. Tightens the skin and smooths it out. Gently rub it underneath your eyes, on your fine lines and wrinkles, and it visibly disappears in as little as 10 minutes.
You know, I felt something happening, but I had no idea. Like, I have so many dark circles. I have the puffiness. I have the lines. Like, it's amazing.
Holy words I can't say on camera. I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
Take action with the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. This Mother's Day, get up to 50% off the normal retail price. Plus, get free shipping. Visit Plexiderm.com or call the number on your screen.
The open road, the wind in your hair,
the feeling of freedom that drives us to go out and discover. At Chevy, we're committed to getting you there with confidence and peace of mind. If you need a new Chevy, interest-free APR financing for 84 months on many of our most popular models, or defer monthly payments for 120 days. You may even shop online and take delivery at home where available. Or if you require parts, maintenance, or repairs, our Chevy certified service experts can help keep you moving forward so you can find new roads with confidence.
Hi, I'm Travis Ganser. Looking to update your bath, shower, or your entire bathroom? Ganser is the answer with Bath Creations by Ganser Company.
Schedule your free in-home consultation or visit our beautiful showroom on the Beltline.
A local family-owned business of 4 generations.
Go to Amazon.com skills to enable Channel 3000 news briefs.
Finally tonight, 2 local artists are creating the first ever comic book series about the city of Stoughton and its Norwegian heritage. The Vidar and Hans series follows 2 unusual friends, a Viking and a troll, who visit classic Stoughton hangouts and aspire to become superheroes. The creators plan to unveil the comic at Stoughton Sitnamai Festival. That was planned for this weekend, but of course had to be canceled. So now the creators are releasing a special free comic issue, How to Sitnamai in a Time of Quarantine, to lift people's spirits. The creators have launched a Kickstarter campaign to support printing their first issue of the comic.
Well, we've got showers and a few thunderstorms that are rolling through southern Wisconsin right now. Most of those south of Madison. Temperatures are in the lower 50s. Look for the potential for up to an inch and a half of rain, mainly south of Madison, and heavier thunderstorms through tomorrow evening. Otherwise, for tomorrow, look for temperatures to climb to a high of 72. And after that, we got a big warm up next week with high temperatures in the 80s by Wednesday, continuing close to 80 through the Memorial Day weekend.
I like it, Gary. Thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good. Be well, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.